Hello. Welcome to another recipe. Welcome to Joanne's Kitchen. This recipe will be our pulled pork. Okay, I have a beautiful pork roast here. It's a butt pork roast. Okay, I washed it and I cleaned it. And I set it inside this bowl, okay? I might need to set it inside a bigger bowl, because I got to turn it. So I'm going to just put it in another bowl, a bigger bowl. Okay? So, for this pulled pork recipe, I want it to cook nice and slow. Okay? This is pulled pork. It's going to be pulled pork when we get done with it. I'm going to take it and I'm going to pull all the meat off the bone. So, for my way, this is my way of how I do my pulled pork. I have my crock pot already on and I have it on low, okay? Now you will need, for this recipe, besides the pulled pork, you can, another way of doing this, you can cook it in the slow cooker until it's done or halfway done. Then transfer it into the oven, okay, and let it finish getting done and nice and brown. You can do it that way, but I'm gonna let this cook in this slow cooker all night on low. Okay, so for this recipe you will need, I have 4 altogether, but I know I'm not gonna need that many, so I have 32 ounces of beef stock. Okay, you will need some kosher salt. You will need garlic powder. You will need onion powder. You will need worcershire sauce because I want it nice and tender. You will need some thyme. You will need 2 bay leaves, smoked pepper, Spanish paprika, any kind of paprika you have on handy, some cumin, a little cayenne pepper, and last but not least, black pepper. And you will need some brown sugar. These are all the ingredients I'm gonna put, and I'm gonna put on this pork roast. Now, this is my ingredients that I'm gonna add into my pork roast. This is my flavor. The next flavor we have some brisket rub seasoning. So I'm gonna take a little bit of this seasoning and mix it with my seasoning. And we're going to have a whole lot of flavor going on here in this pork roast, okay? So, I'm just going to wash this bowl out that I had the pork roast in. And I'm going to get another small bowl. And I'm going to combine my ingredients in. Because we got to rub it all over this chicken. In this pork roast. Because we want it nice and flavorful. So we're going to put it in that crock pot and we're going to let it do its thing. When I wake up in the morning, Lord's will life, it's going to be done. And all I have to do is going to be so tender, it's probably going to already be falling off the bone. That's just how tender it's going to be. Okay, so I'm going to take these 2 bay leaves and I'm just going to place them in my crock pot, okay? I want y'all to be able to see. So let me adjust it. Y'all just bear with me. So I'm going to put all the ingredients into this little small bowl here. So the first ingredient I'm going to add is some thyme. I have some dry thyme here. I just add a little bit of that. Okay, we're going to add some kosher salt. Yeah, a little bit more kosher salt, so let me open it up. Okay. Okay, that's enough kosher salt. Okay, so some black pepper. I'm gonna do my paprika. I'm gonna add my cumin. I'm gonna add in my garlic powder. I'm gonna add in my onion powder. Okay, and I'm gonna do a pinch of cayenne pepper. You can have it yours as hot as you like, but I just did a pinch so they really can't taste that in there. Okay, so we're gonna stir these together as soon as I add in the brown sugar. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit more brown sugar in. Okay, that was a lot more. So I'm going to give this a nice stir. Okay, so I'm gonna take my meat now. I'm gonna set this to the side. Oh, wait a minute. So this is my seasoning here, okay? This is my seasoning I just did. Let's see, can you guys see that? This is my seasoning I just did with the brown sugar, the kosher salt, the black pepper, the Spanish paprika, the onion powder, the garlic powder, the cumin, and what else I put in here? A little cayenne pepper, okay? I put just a little. Now, this is my little seasoning here. And this is the brisk rub seasoning that I'm going to use. I'm going to mix it in with my seasoning. I never used this seasoning before, but since I was doing this pulled pork, I grabbed this. I said, let me try this. But I didn't know how it was going to taste by itself. So I said, well, I'll mix it in with my seasoning. And some of the same seasoning that I put in here, it got in here. So, oh, it got a little red peppers in it. So I ain't gonna put too much of this in. Just put sweet heat. Okay, there we go. Sweet heat. Because this has red peppers in it. Get that good and mixed up in there. Okay, so there we have that. Now we're going to take this this pork roast, and I'm going to put olive oil all on it. That's right. Because I want everything to stick. I want this seasoning to stick on the sides of it. All up in there. Okay, now that we got this all rubbed up in here, I'm gonna put some of this oil out. We're gonna take our seasoning and we're just gonna rub it. Just rub it on, just rub it in. I'm doing the size of it. Okay, I'm gonna flip it over and I'm gonna rub it in the, I'm gonna rub some on the back. Okay, turn it over on the other side and just rub it all in here. Hold that skin up. Everywhere there's some skin and you can lift it, rub some in there. You want this to be nice and seasoned. See that empty space? Fill that up with some seasoning. I'm trying to do this with one hand, y'all. I'm getting it. Woo. Now, you know what I'm gonna do? I gotta look for my sharp knife. Here it is. I'll cut some slits in it so that season can get down up in there. Just like that. We want this thing to be so flavorful till they gonna hurt themselves. That's what I want. Come with this little meat. This is going to be a sweet heat. Ugh. It's going to be good. So you just want to make sure you got it all up in here real good. Massage it. Don't be afraid to play with it. Massage it all up in here. And now I can get this hand dirty. All right, let me wash my hands. Okay, so I'm just trying to put the seasoning away right now so I can get to the next step of this. So now let me wipe the counter down, and then we're going to move on. We already done put the 2 bay leaves in. You're cooking sometimes, it's going to get a little messy. So I try to clean up as I go. Okay, so I'm going to take some of this worcershire sauce, and I'm just going to pour it all over my my pork roast. Okay, I used the whole bar because it wasn't nothing but a little bit in that. So I'm going to take this, and I'm going to sit it, this roast, I'm going to sit it inside of my crock pot there. I'm going to pour all these juices right on top of it. Okay, let me wash my hands again. Dealing with any kind of food, you want to keep your hands clean, you know what I mean? You don't want to get nobody sick. But you yourself don't want to get sick. So, now we're going to take our beef stock and we're going to add it in. And I'm not pouring it on top of it. I'm just adding it in on the sides. See, it looked like I had a lot of meat in here, but I know I didn't have that much. It's just the roast that's sitting up kind of high. Okay. So, now I'm going to add in a little bit of more of worcestershire sauce. And we're going to let this thing cook on low until in the morning. So for the next 12 hours, I'm going to let this cook. It's after 8 o'clock now. So I want to get enough worcestershire sauce in here. I'll let this thing put some in my water. And let this just soak up its flavor with all that seasoning. This is going to be so freaking tender. I tell you guys that. This Worcestershire sauce, you don't need no meat tenderizer. Get you some Worcestershire sauce. Pour it over your meat, and if you're baking it. And I guarantee you, if you're baking it or putting it in, however you're going to do it. Not frying it now. I ain't never did it with it fried. So this is it, you guys. This is our pork roast. In the morning, it'll be our pulled pork. And I'm going to show you how this is going to come together. So we're going to put the lid on this. And I'm going to let it cook for the next 12 hours on low. I want it to cook low and steady. Not fast. Because I want it to be good. Take its time getting done. I ain't got nowhere to go. For most important, it's gonna be pulled. It's gonna be off the bone. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's our pork roast, and I'll be back 12 hours from now to show you what it looks like when we put this pulled pork together. So if y'all like this recipe, give me a thumbs up. If you're watching this video for the first time, if you're watching my channel for the first time, take the time to subscribe. To my recent subscribers, I will say it again and again and again. I thank each and every one of you for subscribing to Joanne's Kitchen. Tell a friend, tell a neighbor, tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell anybody that you know to stay tuned and watch Joanne's Kitchen, because it might be something on here that just might grab your eye. It might be something on here that you just gonna like. Everybody ain't gonna like the same thing, but I guarantee you somebody will. So I thank you all for watching. I thank you all for subscribing. Like I said, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. And to the next recipe, I'll see you guys later. In fact, I'll see you guys 12 hours from now when we put this pulled pork together. All right? Good night. And as usual, God bless each and every one of you. Have a wonderful night. Good morning. Good morning. How y'all doing this morning? Welcome to Joanne's Kitchen. Okay, it's been 12 hours later, and our pork roast is done. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut my slow cooker off, and I'm gonna unplug it. And we're gonna get started. So it has been slow cooking all night for the last 12 hours. Okay, so I don't even know if this is gonna set up. So let me if I'm gonna be able to hold it with my fork, and I don't want to take any chances. So I'm just gonna drain some of this liquid off. And then I'm just gonna put it right in this pan here, okay? So let me drain this liquid off. This pot roast has smelled up my house the whole entire night. Okay. So I'm going to do it like this. Can y'all see that? Try to take it out like this. Oh, look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Y'all see how it's tearing up? Oh Let me show y'all. I didn't even cut it or nothing, y'all. Let me show you what it's looking like. I drained the water off of it and it came out looking just like this. It's so freaking tender. Let me remove this bone. "12 hours in the crock pot." And look at it. It just fall apart. This is too tender. Here we have our pulled pork. And I left just a little bit of the meat on there. Now, at this point, if you desire to put barbecue sauce on it, you can. But I'm going to leave it just like this because I want to taste every bit of this goodness, this seasoning. It came out so good. And this is it, ladies and gentlemen. If you're watching this channel for the first time, I thank you for stopping by. Now that you're watching, I ask you to subscribe. Take a moment and to subscribe to Joanne's Kitchen. And to the ones that's recently subscribed, I thank you. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you like this recipe, give me a thumbs up. There's nothing to it. Here we have our pulled pork 101. Now let me taste a little piece and see is it good and seasoned. Oh. Okay. Here goes. I'm going to give it a little taste test because I want to see is it seasoned. Let me pull this back. It's good and seasoned. It's seasoned, y'all. I need to do nothing else to it. I ain't gonna do nothing else to it. It's good and it's seasoned. So I thank y'all for watching. I'm just gonna wrap this up and put it to the side. And I'll be back with you guys to show you another recipe. We're going to do a breakfast recipe. So I'll be back to show you guys this easy and quick and delicious breakfast recipe. Thanks for watching my pulled pork video. As usual, God bless. And I will see you guys until the next recipe. Have a good one.